Cohen, great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From TD Garden in Boston, tonight, the Boston Celtics taking on the Brooklyn Nets. Won by Brooklyn. Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are. But Brooklyn is a completely different place. Only 5 minutes outside Manhattan. It almost feels like a suburb of the city. And the fact that it's culturally relevant, it just feels like Brooklyn is the new place to be.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Nets have the basketball. To Dinwiddie. There's the toss. And destroys the rim. That's what DeAndre Jordan does.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Brown with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Dinwiddie with the basketball. They trail by 2. To Hayward. Nothing going here on that drive. Hayward. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Tatum. Now that's a contest. Dinwiddie into the front court. Down 2. To Jordan. Here's a chance from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the 3.
To Jaylen Brown. Tatum. Missed it. Brooklyn's got it. To Dinwiddie. And he finishes at the rim.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. Down by 1. Jason Tatum swats it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To Hayward. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Dinwiddie into the front court. He'll run the offense. Boston with the basketball. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Bulldog. Look, it ain't always going to be pretty, but this is a results-oriented business, and this dude will always give you a good ROI.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. Down 5. Now to Jordan, down low. Jason Tatum rejects it. And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Jarrett Allen at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 77% at the line. Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2. Celtics have it. To Hayward. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Driving right to the basket. Had a chance, but it's no good. To Hayward. Defense making the ball carrier work. Shot from the lane won't go. To Dinwiddie. Rebound hauled in by the Celtics. To Jaylen Brown. Gets to the basket and scores.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
To Jordan. Jason Tatum sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
To Hayward. To Jaylen Brown. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Tatum. It's good. And the foul. And he's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
Most definitely contact on that forearm during the follow-through. You have to give the offensive player a lot of credit. The concentration you need to make a shot after getting fouled, that's big time.
Jason Tatum with a chance at a 4-point play for his career, 82%. And he knocks it down at the line. It's good. Not necessarily his comfort zone. They dared him. He scores. Tatum knocks down the three.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
Count it, and the foul. He is going to the line for a free throw.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Iman Shumpert at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 76% from the line. Free throw good, a three-point play, and they're back within single digits, down by 9. Celtics have it. Here comes the screen. Oh, ferocious slam inside. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Temple trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 72%. And he misses that one free throw. Here comes the screen. Short jumper misses.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Short jumper off the mark. A bad pass, and the Celtics have it. And the reward, he's going to the line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
First try, no good. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Fires the three. He engulfed him that time.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Stuffs it down with authority. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Down to Chandler. Slams it down. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They looked lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
That's rebounded by Brooklyn. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The result, he's going to the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Wilson Chandler, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 76% from the line. First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Boston with the basketball. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Here comes the screen. Knocked loose. Boston with 4 to shoot. Going to launch beyond the arc. Won't go down. Nothing going here on that drive. Beyond the arc for 3. Joe Harris is going to get 3 shots here. For his career, 77% at the line. And hits the first free throw. Knocks down the second free throw. And he missed it. 2 for 3 on this trip. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Can't connect.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Five seconds to shoot. For 3. Not that time. He missed it. Wide open look, won't go.
Look, sometimes it takes a little while to get into the flow of the game. During the next timeout or during the next break in action, take the ball, go shoot it. See the ball go through the net a couple of times.
Add 2 points to the board. From 18 feet, at the buzzer. We've played one here at TD Garden with the Celtics on top. Jay and I back to Boston. After this, you're tuned into the NBA on EA Sports. Second quarter set to start. This is what we like. This game is certainly in the balance.
Both teams are trying to feel each other out, but I like the aggression that both teams established in the first quarter. This is the first quarter league. The way you play in the opening minutes really sets the tone for the rest of the game.
To Jaylen Brown. Shot clock winding down. Lets it fly from long range. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
A pass taken away by the Celtics.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
To Jaylen Brown. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Tough shot there for Jaylen Brown. No good. Dinwiddie into the front court. They trail by 7. And a pass stolen by Boston. To Jaylen Brown. Fires the 3. Not a good shot there as he misses it. To Dinwiddie. Screen coming. Baseline drive. Just off the mark.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets. It's the Celtics with the rebound. To Jaylen Brown. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Finish that. The pass set it all up.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Brown into the front court. Up 5. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
It's Brooklyn's ball. Gets it in the right corner. 4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. To Hayward. To Jaylen Brown. Hayward. From long range. That's not his range. It's no good. Dinwiddie with the basketball. Down 4. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. Shot no good there by Dinwiddie. To Hayward. Boston with 4 to shoot. Has a chance. Hayward unable to connect.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket. You're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
The screen sets him up for 2.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Celtics have it. To Hayward. Work it down to Brown. Straight on look. To Hayward. Here's a chance from long range. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Turns and slams it down.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
To Jordan. A bad pass, and the Celtics have it. To Hayward. Brooklyn with the basketball. Surveys the floor. Goes to the right side. And scores.
And you best believe that every one of those that goes in fills the confidence meter.
Brown with it up top. Leads a bucket. Has a look. Almost, but no good.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Fires the three. Tough shot for Dinwiddie. No good. Oh, pass stolen by the Nets. Celtics come away with it. Oh, Jaylen Brown above the rim.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Deep right corner. Jaylen Brown with a piece.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Brown into the front court. They lead it. 4-point game. Nice pass to get things going.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Nets have it. To Jordan. Tatum grabs the rebound. Dinwiddie into the front court. Down 6. Brown with it up top. He'll run the offense. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Hayward can't connect. It's no good. To Dinwiddie. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you on the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
The drive right to the basket. Baseline drive, but he can't finish. Great feed. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
And the last 10 sequences down the court, everybody's touched the ball. You don't see anybody with any kind of negative expressions on their face because everybody's eating.
Oh, pass stolen by the Nets. To Dinwiddie. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Trying to cash in. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Celtics have it. To Jaylen Brown. That's out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum. New blood coming in for both sides. Knocked loose. Celtics have it. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
To Hayward. From the painted area, won't go down. Nets have the basketball. To Jordan. Sizing up the defense. Celtics able to clear the board. To Jaylen Brown. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket. Knocked loose. Celtics come away with it. That's it for the first half. The Celtics have the lead.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Celtics have themselves a close game after 2 quarters. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. These are the guys getting buckets for the Boston Celtics. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Brooklyn Nets.
Game track. Steals.
That must have been a difficult half of basketball for these coaches to watch. Neither team was able to hold on to the ball, as you can see by the steals in these highlights. Still, some credit should go to the guys with the active hands.
Player of the half.
Tatum has been a defensive force in this matchup. If he's not stealing the ball, he's swatting it. And that combination has made for an incredible half.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half.
Here are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Ball's controlled by Boston. To Hayward.
Come on, you gotta work around the screen. You're killing me.
Probing the defense. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just gotta let them play, ref.
And he connects on the first free throw.
Keep working him out, boy. He can't guard you.
And gets both to drop at the line. Dinwiddie with the basketball. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit.
Ice. We're done on here.
I got ball. Pick up. Match up.
Hands up.
To Brown, down low. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
Dinwiddie into the front court. His guys trail by 10.
Trap this.
Brown scores him in close.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Over to the right side. Dinwiddie shot, no good.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. To Jordan. Has a chance. Jordan's shot off the mark.
I'm here. I got ball.
To Marcus Smart. Hayward. DeAndre Jordan with the block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
A pass taken away by the Celtics. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
First free throw is good.
Okay.
And he makes them both. Dinwiddie with the basketball. Down a bundle.
Watch the pick. You see it.
Able to convert inside.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Here comes the screen. Tatum shot no good. And scores. Strong take.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Brooklyn's got it. To Dinwiddie. And the finish. Slam dunk.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Hayward to Jaylen Brown. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets. To Jordan. Cleans it up. Another shot won't go either. To Marcus Smart. To Hayward. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Hayward. Ooh, he'll take that.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those three things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Missed a wide open look.
One of the best kept secrets in the game, utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air, crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
And Jordan able to secure the rebound.
My ball. I'm deep.
To Jaylen Brown. Short jumper won't fall. Dinwiddie into the front court. The deficit now up to 13. Deep right corner. To Dinwiddie. Going to launch beyond the arc. Misfires. It's no good. Here comes the screen. Tatum. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended. To Dinwiddie. Five on the shot clock. Has a look. And scores on the step back.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Brown into the front court. It's an 11-point game. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there. To Dinwiddie. Count the bucket for two.
What I like about Spencer Dinwiddie is that he's a worker. I remember he got hurt his last year in college at Colorado, still decided to take a chance on himself, went into the draft, got drafted second round, and now I see him still defining and refining his game.
Gets it in the right corner. Jared Allen tips it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. His guys down by 9. Knocked loose. Celtics have it. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Marcus Smart. He's got 2 shots coming. Shoots it at 75% for his career. First one goes down. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Dinwiddie into the front court. His guys down 11. DeAndre Jordan snatching it out of the air.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Oh, lots of contact there. Still gets it to go.
And when plays like that happen with multiple players touching the ball, the basketball gods will 100% reward you.
Reset here. Let's see what they do. To Jaylen Brown. Nothing going here on that drive. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. Dinwiddie into the front court. 9-point margin. Beyond the arc for 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Boston with the basketball. Probing the defense. Tatum. Well defended. Dinwiddie with the basketball. The deficit is 6. Knocked loose. To Jaylen Brown. Boston with 4 to shoot. Tatum. No good. That's great defense. To Jordan. Knocked loose. Celtics come away with it. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
No. I'll tell you. The team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Jaylen Brown at the line for 2 shots. A career 65% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. Able to convert on both free throws.
That boy got jumping.
Come right.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
For 3, it's good for 3.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
Celtics have it. To Jaylen Brown. Offensive rebound. Oh, and a putback.
Yo, I'm telling you, that's a highlight waiting to happen.
Screen come.
Offensive and a putback slam.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
Play is stopped. Timeout Boston. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Backs up.
You've got to get that one to go.
My ball. Screen come on the left.
Tough make through traffic.
Good shot.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Celtics have it.
I got ball. That's me. I got ball.
Oh, pass stolen by the Nets. Throws it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Here comes the screen. To Cantor. To Marcus Smart. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. That's rebounded by the Nets. Late heave to beat the buzzer. 3 quarters down with the Celtics in front. Brooklyn basketball here as we start the 4th quarter. We've got a 1-possession game going on. This has the look of a race that's going down to the wire.
And it looked that way from the very beginning, but this is where the coaches and the best players on the floor really earn their money down the stretch. It's game time.
They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. He was all over him.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Screen coming.
Right.
To Marcus Smart. Trying to cash in. Not that time, and not his shot.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
All right, that was a little bit of a gamble there, but not a terrible move sending him to the free throw line.
Marcus Smart, couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. First one, count it. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. It's Brooklyn's ball. And a pass stolen by Boston.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in the playoff game, it will.
Tatum. That's off the side of the rim, no good. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
No excuse to not be a little bit more physical there on the defensive end. Needed that stop.
Knocked loose. Celtics have it.
You got to go for the score here right now in this possession.
Nice finish at the rim.
Bulldog. Look, it ain't always going to be pretty. But this is a results-oriented business, and this dude will always give you a good ROI.
Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. Scores from the post.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Knocks it down off the step back.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Nothing going here on that drive. Rebound, Ojale. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Now the Celtics going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the 4th quarter.
You know, Ed, usually in timeouts, you see coaches give these rah-rah speeches. And what happens is it goes through the player's left ear and out the right. They don't pay attention. I've been a part of those huddles. What I just saw, though, I saw a coach snap a clipboard. No doubt about it, he has his team's attention.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. And a Bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets. To Dinwiddie. Has a chance. Add 2 points to the board.
Ed, I'm telling you right now, that is the move of an assassin.
Boston with the basketball. Nothing going here on that drive. Has a look. It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Dinwiddie. Here comes the screen. Lets it fly from long range. Spencer Dinwiddie, no problem. Contested, hits the three.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, Ed.
To Hayward. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Yes, it drops. A little drama on that one.
There's a natural tendency when you guard a right dominant hand player to send him left. But for a guy who's a good mid-range shooter, that's wrong. His pace dribble is his left hand. Force him to go right and know that the chances are higher of him trying to drive and attack the rim. That's knowing the scouting report.
That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Here comes the screen. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Hits the three-pointer.
Today's league just throws that old school stuff out of the window. Why have twos when you can shoot threes, even on fast breaks? Guys spread out towards the three-point line instead of laying the ball easy at the rim.
Hayward. Off the assist.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Fires the three, knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Jaylen Brown at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw try, Off the mark. Dinwiddie into the front court. The deficit now up to 5. Oh, bad pass, and the Celtics have it. The Nets have the rebound. Dinwiddie with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Trying to cash in. LeVert with a shot, no good. To Marcus Smart. And they called the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Yes, I love this move. Send him to the line. Chances are probably good he doesn't make both. And you also stop the clock while getting another possession.
And hits the first free throw. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Dinwiddie into the front court. The deficit is 6. Brown with it up top. He'll run the offense. To Hayward. Shot clock winding down. Hayward. Rebound comes down to Brooklyn. To Dinwiddie. Jordan. To Dinwiddie. Here comes the screen. Fine to shoot. Jumper's good.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Hayward. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Knocks it down on the step back. That was not easy.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there. To Hayward. Boston with 4 to shoot. To Jaylen Brown. 4-3. Brown with the 3 with a hand in his face.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
DeAndre Jordan sends it away. Out of bounds. Last touch by DeAndre Jordan. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Shot by Tatum won't go. Dinwiddie with the basketball. His guys down by 9. Easy path to the rim.
And you best believe that every one of those that goes in fills the confidence meter.
down Broadway for the 2. Defender has to pick him up.
Ed, I miss this feeling so much. It's so special when the game becomes so slow and so easy that it takes you back to a younger version of yourself when you're just out there at the park doing those same moves for fun.
Stuffs it down with authority.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
And count the basket.
He's been doing this for years, the physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Dinwiddie. From long range. That won't go.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
To Jaylen Brown. Brooklyn secures the rebound. To Jordan. DeAndre Jordan, look out.
An easy 2, get back on defense.
Ruling is there was intent. It's an intentional foul.
In the 80s, that might have been a personal, but regardless, it had the same impact. You just injected a little life into your squad just when they needed it.
Now the stoppage and an intentional foul means free throws coming with a little over 30 seconds to go.
Too close to call right now. We're in clock management mode. That was a good play.
And he connects on the first free throw. Two for 2 on that trip. Now the Nets going to take a timeout, but this game's in the balance, and time is of the essence. To Dinwiddie. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Here's a chance from long range. Oh, could have sealed it, but it's no good. And they're going to play this one out to its conclusion as we get an intentional foul. That means free throws coming up in what is a 7-point game.
Okay, now look over to the sideline and see what the staff is trying to draw up on the next play. That's good clock management thus far.
Goes 2 for 2. Deep 3 at the buzzer. It's a victory here for the Celtics as they take care of business at home. That does it For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Celtics edged out a close victory in today's game. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all of the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Boston Celtics. When you have a look at these highlights, you can see how this team wasn't able to get it together. It was definitely a frustrating loss. Check out the leading scores for the Brooklyn Nets.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Tatum played the role of facilitator today, and no one is more happy than his teammates.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.